Ya and the Wah and the Yahoo. Attack the stairs. They'll never see it coming. These degens, they last a little bit a long time.
He died.
You killed the executioner?
Yep. He did okay.
Nice.
Free the prisoner. Maybe I will. Oh, who are you people? Wow, if you fire mercenaries had been in the game from the in the fight from the start, maybe things would have gone differently. But they were just like standing over in a corner by themselves without helping. Oh, another one over there. Oh, sure enough.
Yeah, he did seem to have a surprising amount of ads show up.
Yeah.
After I beat him. Like, we're here, boss. We got him.
Ooh, possibly
Ooh,
good rare
checkpoint.
boots. Hello, pull the lever, release leader.
All right.
Lead is
Arena.
He killed Eamon. Just killed him. Clear them.
I have a feeling this is gonna end well.
Goodbye. I still have to go find Renly's workshop. And then I can talk to the lady. Oh, you know what I should do is if I go into Mana Ramparts, I bet there's a waypoint.
And here I thought I'd reached the manor already.
Whoop.
Bugger.
There we go. Wait, how do I get back? Wait, no. What? You can't just go back down the gate? Okay, well.
No, but you can waypoint right next to it.
Yeah. Let's go a different direction and see if we can find Renly's tools here.
Oh!
Back down or die!
Oh my. Okay. All right. Respect. Ooh, okay, so the cross bleed. Interesting.
By decree of the Count of Ogden, your whispering and conspiring is not gone.
Oh, that's a massive swing. Holy batoonies.
I hear your mockery. However, your plots against me all lay dead in their tracks. Every villager must report the manor immediately for questioning. I alone will crush this revolt. Anyone who resists will not only be considered a criminal, but an avowed traitor.
Oh god, he's... Oh!
Those are some firm bracers.
Yeah, buddy, it's not it's a little predictable.
Get out of the way! Need more time! Easy.
Okay.
What happened?
Oh, just an insanely cool boss fight.
Gotta stay quick on my feet.
That's slightly better than Merveil from a fight standpoint to end an act. That was pretty badass.
Now that's everything here. Yep. We can go back to Clearfeld. Oh, except I have to press the portal button.
For what it isn't worth.
And then he reaches in the heart and he pulls out the
There
balls.
is an enter the manor. Why?
It is good to see you. I like to hold on to bits and pieces. And oh, I like this one.
Hey. Bye. 14% increased cast speed, +1 level to all chaos, 32% or 32 max mana, 38 spell damage, 13% damage as extra
I like
fire.
this one.
All right, well, that's gonna go in the storage again. I'll just throw that right in there. Great.
Hello, Renly.
You found my tools. What? Anything take your
No.
fancy?
A little goofy, but I'll wear the goofy helmet.
Okay. Ooh.
Take the stone charm, mama.
Max life, armor, energy shield, lightning res, physical thorns damage. Is thorns like actually going to be a thing?
I wouldn't bet on it, but you never know.
Rapid shot. Use your crossbow with a large clip of heavily modified bolts that cause heat to build up on your crossbow, or unleashing a stream of flaming bolts that gain fire damage. No. A gas grenade. Be fun to throw gas grenades and then blow them up with explosives.
Act 2!
Nice.
Oh! It's not his voice, though. The weary traveler grows close to the end of the path.
But it's a different guy?
This is a different voice.
How
He's Scottish.
Dare they?
I know. Welcome to the circus of value. Oh, those are bad guys. Okay, I will fight them. Ooh, they hinder. Okay. Or maim, I guess, rather. Oh my gosh. Do you want to go up this one? Because... Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do.
Projectile grenade fire duration detonator.
I heard you like gem tags.
Yeah. Just make it way more likely to ignite. That'd be good.
Oh,
You want to know how emotionally uninvested I have been in pretty much everything else for the last week leading up to PoE 2?
Uh-huh.
It's been almost a week since we did the Sunday crew,
Uh-huh.
and I feel like it was yesterday. Because I've been just disconnected from everything. Time hasn't existed for the last few days. Oh, Lolish.
Hi.
How's your day been?
How goes?
I am not watching your streams because I'm trying to be spoiler free, and I also don't want to spoil things for you.
Wait, have
How
you
far
not?
have you gotten?
I am in Act 2.
I also just recently got to Act 2.
I'm like a little bit behind Penta.
Yeah, he's making
in
his
the
way
man.
through like Ogum
Yeah.
right now.
Okay, without spoilies, how cool was the end of Act 1 fight?
Jesus Christ. It's like I won. I didn't die, but it was tough. It was a tough fight. But,
I
like, my
one-shot it as
immediate
well,
reaction
but it was rough.
My immediate reaction was like, well, that's a little bit better than Merveil. I was like, Merveil's it's a testament to PoE 1, but it shows how much care they put into fights.
Yeah, if that is the end of Act 1, boss, oh my god.
Who the hell's going to be the Katava?
I don't even, I'm not prepared. I will say, I think that the difficulty might be slightly overtuned at the moment. Because
It's
for someone like
very
me
hard.
with thousands and thousands and thousands of hours playing Path of Exile 1, I'm playing a very safe build, and I only just one-shot it. Like, there was a point where I nearly ran out of fast charges.
Yeah.
It was spoopy scary. What are you guys playing?
Sork. I'm Elementalist all the way for launch. I'm playing Arc right now. It's feeling great.
What about you, Mo?
I did what I said I was gonna do and just rolled a dice and ended up on Merc. So right now I'm looking through. I'm kind of leaning towards like a frag poison right now.
Ooh.
Frag shot bleed. My brain shut off.
My plan was Totem Warbringer to play with my friend, but because of the issue where parties were getting stuck in other parties randomly.
Yep.
I don't know if you experienced that, but
I did.
It's
I did not, but I heard about it.
yeah. So they would like when you joined a new zone, if you were in a party, you would sometimes randomly get put in another party. And it was leading to issues where me and my mate we were supposed to be playing duo together through the campaign. We'd join a new zone, but in the process, we'd get shifted to a new shard, and then we'd get disconnected. And so we'd have to rejoin, and so we did that twice. That's why I'm only just getting to Act 2 now. And eventually we had to just give up on the party play, because party play is too broken to play at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So what have you
Makes
been
me a
doing
little
for
bit
your solo then? Or did you just...
Out of Mars.
So I'm in Act 2. And my plan is to play a Frostbolt, Cock, Ice Nova, Cold Snap, Blood Mage. But I can't really do that from the get-go, so I thought I'm going to go for an old classic, and I'm playing ED Contagion.
I was
And it feels
considering it because
awesome.
I got a +1 chaos, and I was like, maybe I just pivot. Maybe I just hard pivot.
It's so much. Like it just
Is it
feels
back?
really good. I honestly, and like
I mean, it
obviously I,
never
haven't
really
done any
left,
optimization.
but
Yeah. I don't have any amazing gear. Like I don't have any plus chaos skills or anything like that. But I got one shot throughout Act 1. I died twice. Once to trash. I got distracted and I died to trash. And then once to the lady ghost in the graveyard. She bone prisoned me and slammed me, and because I was using like dot skills, I didn't immediately go in my brain. I need to get out of this cage. And so it took me a little bit longer than I would have liked, and I got blown up. But yeah, those have been my only deaths so far, and it has felt very, very smooth and safe for clearing. And bossing, because you only have to cast 2 abilities every like 6 seconds or whatever. You have so much free time to move around. Like, how are you finding the sort with having to stand still and cast things? Well, not
I don't
stand still,
like
but
that.
super
Slow down.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel too bad. I'm gonna be honest, like everything is better with WAS. Like
I agree.
It is translated
I'm
so
watching.
amazingly. I don't feel like anything's different. I feel like I'm genuinely just playing the game the same way, but I'm not. And that's very good.
Yeah. The Wazda definitely feels really, really good.
Oh my god, that was a stupid dodge roll. Yeah, most of my deaths have been just like learning deaths or cockiness deaths or poorly reading a telegraph, like the timing. Like old boy, the like big ghost man, slam man at the end of the graveyard. Once you do the open the gate, that one he killed me like 5 times because I was getting greedy. I was just, like rage dying.
My mate rerolled Sort, the guy that I was going to be playing duo with. He was going to play an Infernalist. He's rerolled Sort, and he really struggled with Leo something.
Yeah,
whatever his name is. You know the guy after you open the gates and you go in and he's all cranky.
Yep. The slammy man.
Slammy man.
I mean, that's pretty much, I mean, to be honest, that was a lot of the bosses. I thought the Executioner fight was extremely cool. I did notice that while I was fighting him, and I'm sure Madi maybe picked it up as well, maybe you, voice callouts aren't always the same for the same attack. His overhead Sunder, he has 2 different voice lines he used for me, so it's not always the same.
Yeah, what did I notice that on?
That's gonna
I noticed that
translate.
on King of the Mists with his curses.
Yes.
Yeah, he has different voice lines there too.
That was the one that noticed me.
That was the one that I had like a little bit of trouble with. I'm still deathless, but the one that I had the most trouble with was like not recognizing the voice lines when he changed it up, because one of them makes sense. It was like what, Traveler's Bane or something like that, but one is just like, I see you. Does that mean I stand still or do I move? And I still don't know to this moment.
I fought the King of the Mists many times.
Curse.
Yeah, I've fought him so many times in PoE 1 that I've gotten very much used to like looking for the curse icon and what color it is. And so I fairly quickly picked up on, red means stop, purple means go, and so I just glanced at it. Oh. Anyway, I just thought I'd pop in and say hi, because I'm having a ton of fun. And, I know they had some issues getting the servers up, and there's still a few things that they need to work on, but after I switched to single player, and after the initial couple of resets because of the duplicate ID bugs, it's been so stable, way smoother than I thought it would have been. I thought I'd still be struggling with disconnect constantly, but it's been great.
Penta said he came across an area specifically that had like crazy input lag.
Yeah, the manor right before Olgum. For some reason, that specific area when you're up on like the ramparts, that area was at like 70 ms for no reason. And if I zoned, it dropped back to 28, 29.
That's weird.
It was specifically just that area. I was like, this is very strange.
That is.
Bonnie also
that is
had
very
FPS
weird.
drops in singularly
Alright.
one zone,
Yeah. It was.
but
it
it
wasn't.
through stream.
Yes,
not
it was
through
OBS
hardware.
frame drops.
Yeah.
Specifically in it was probably an encoder thing because it was the area right before Faithorn, the hunting grounds or whatever, where there was just all that grass, and I'm assuming the encoder was just like, no, screw that green confetti. I'm not dealing with all that. But otherwise, yeah, no, it's been painless and outside of the waiting 2 hours, but that's honestly, they did so much better than any other company that would have had a launch this big.
Yeah, I think so. The how beautiful is the game?
I really enjoyed it.
Very pretty.
I don't know what sort of hardware you're rocking. I'm just on a 3080, but the game just looks and feels so good.
Yup.
Alright.
It is very pretty, performing very well. Outside of that one weird area, but that wasn't even like performance, that was like latency. And I'm not sure if it could be just coincidental that they were having server issues in my area while I went through that area, but it felt weird that I zoned and it fixed itself.
All crimes are now punishable.
Yeah, sometimes you just get a dodgy instance. Like that can still happen in PoE 1.
Oh,
After 10 years.
Absolutely, yeah.
Alright, well, I was just dropping in to say hi while my mate was getting a quick shower in. But I'll leave you to it. I'll be playing for the next, like, 40 hours or something stupid, so...
I intend to take a break at some point because I am going on, like, 24 hours of no sleep.
Yeah.
But I obviously don't want to stop. I just...
You might have to.
It's in my best interest as someone who recently had heart surgery to stop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But hard.
Oh my
But it's
God.
not going anywhere. That's the best part. You don't get the first time experience ever again. So
Yeah, you don't
we'll
want to
get first time
be so bad out.
1.0 launch, but we'll already. I mean, acts 1 through 3, unless they drastically change things, will be 100% mapped out by then. They'll be down to like running acts 1 through 3 in like 80 minutes. Also, I'm not rushing anything. I want to try all the classes, all the ascendancies. I want to make a dark monk. I want to make an invoker because I don't know about you, Lalash, but that evasion blocks like access fizz reduction node on his ascendancy is busted.
That seems kind of so stupid, yeah.
Not only that, but then he also stacks spirit with stats on gear, like in combination with that. So like you're already wearing really good gear because of that node to stack your spirit high, and then just like yeah, I intend to go fully nutso mode on a monk at some point. Appear to be lost in the Visteri Plains.
Yep.
Which is not surprising, because that's always where people get lost. It's Act 9 all over again.
It's a very, very... Well, I mean, it's Path of Exile, so this was always going to happen, but it's a wonderful sign that in my head I'm already like, well, if I'm not streaming but I want to play this game, I'll just start another character, and we'll play that one off stream, and it'll be fine. I'll just have like 3 characters ongoing at any given time.
I have to ask one question, Lalash. What is your...
Yes.
We've noticed a significant uptick in all skill lines. Have you seen your fair share of +1 all, fire, fizz, chaos, etc.?
Yeah, I've seen a few, and I've also seen some like +2s super early as well. But when I equipped them, on my Warbringer, I had a 2-handed mace, which had like 1 to 10 lightning damage, and then I had a 2-handed mace that had +2 skill gems, and they were almost equivalent in DPS. So I feel like early skill scaling might not be massive. Like maybe the scaling isn't as linear. Possibly. I don't know. I definitely noticed more of them though.
Yeah, we're getting a lot more of those, and I also think it has something to do with the fact that supports no longer have levels. So like
That's true.
You're only scaling like a +4 staff is about equal to a +1 like staff that would have been in PoE 1, just because you're not scaling 6 gems, you're scaling 1. But
On the same token, though,
because
you
I'm like
have more active
like,
gems.
True. I was just like every single. It seems like there were just so many of them dropping. I'm like, man, they're just feeding us +1 gems, which is like great. I love it. I like being able to get just +1 on a weapon, especially for leveling, because it's free power. It's one line. It's better than, 12% cast speed on 90% of builds. But I like how easily they're handing them out, because it allows, again, that multiple characters thing. Is I've already got a stash tab with a bunch of +1s, and I'm like, all right, I got a melee one, maybe I'll make a chunker. I got a fire one, maybe I'll do some fire cult bleed nonsense. Like, again, thinking not Ice Nova, but I was thinking like Flame Blast, Cold Snap, some sort of freeze, consume freeze with that frost fire, like some kind of Cold Snap got changed. Cold Snap doesn't use frenzy charges anymore, it just consumes freezes. So I'm like, and now there's like deep freeze and glaciation. And like, I'm like, that Cold Snap could pop with, like a fire bleed ignite kind of deal. And then like Chaos, you're making me want to make an ED, because it's the classic. It's the classic walk forward, hold button, things melt.
Yeah, it's definitely, so like, it's not, early on when I was playing Warbringer and I found a half decent mace, I was absolutely obliterating things. The Chaos Dot is definitely, like, going to have lower DPS, but just the proliferation and safety of being able to throw out the spells and then keep moving feels so good in PoE 2, like, in my experience so far.
The strongest case of Blight Contagion and ED was other Prolif builds like Shock Prolif, Creeping Frost, when it's like Pseudo Prolif and then Ignite Prolif, obviously, and then Poison. Now there's Poison Prolif in PoE 2. It's kind of pseudo built into the Pathfinder tree, which is a little weird, but ED and Chaos Dot was always, it's built into the skill itself. So like,
yeah,
you just walk, things spread, they die. And now with weapon swap, you can do some weird shit with like hexes, curses, marks. Like, who knows what people are going to come up with for Chaos Dot on a weapon swap.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of potential there for like having a +5 Chaos Staff that you use for ED Con, and then swapping over to something that gives you like cold damage or whatever for crowd control, and then you take the support skill that gives you like your chaos damage over time effects, build up freeze, and there's so much space for builds.
What do you think?
Build design. I'm like,
there's also a lot of multipliers in PoE 2 for multi-ailments, which I think is part of the reason why the weapon swap is going to be so strong down the line when people figure out the spreadsheets, because like now you can apply and ignite a shock of this, that, the other thing, all stack and stack it on top of each other, and then weapon swap to like, a two-handed mace, but you have a skill tree point that's like, X amount more damage for every ailment affecting the enemy, and then you just like sunder and boom. I'm excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm glad the majority of people I've spoken to have not picked a ranger. That makes me happy.
Hot take.